Okay, so hello everyone. I hope you've all had a lovely morning. I've got a message in the chat saying that you can't hear anything. Is that just that one person, or is everyone else? Can everyone else hear me okay? I can see a few nods. Yeah, some people in the chat saying you can hear me. It might mean that you might need to leave and join again, or it might be something to do with your settings. So if you can't hear me, I think it might be on your end. So guys, my name is Cherry and I'm from the business development team for Juice Plus. And today I'm going to be doing the compensation plan training for beginners. So I'm going to be going through the first 3 positions in the compensation plan, as well as the base commissions and PB. Okay. So hopefully everyone can see my screen. Let me know again if you can't see my shared screen, but hopefully should all be good. So I'm just going to move this. And if you have questions, of course, please, if you could kindly stay muted just so that everyone can hear. But if you have questions, then of course you can pop the messages in the chat. So slideshow. Right. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is points volume. So the points volume is basically what we use to calculate how many points you get for each product that you sell in Juice Plus. So these are all the products that we sell. As you can see here on the screen, these are the UK points volumes. So we have this range of products, and when you sell any of these products, they are worth a certain amount of points. This actually is a screenshot from the compensation plan ebook, which you can find on your virtual office. On your virtual office, there's lots of great information, including information about the compensation plan. And you can find that ebook when you go to basics and then information about product and business. So that's basics and then information about product and business. There's a question, is there international versions of these? Yes. So if you change the globe on your virtual office, you should be able to find the compensation plans ebooks for all the countries, especially definitely in EMEA, but I believe that this was created for all countries. So if you change the globe and have a little look around, the compensation plan ebook hopefully should have been uploaded somewhere on the virtual office. So as you can see, we've got a range of products, and the premium capsules at the top there being worth the most. They are worth 216 points volume. And then, of course, there at the bottom, we have the new Juice Plus Uplift. The 30 energy discs being actually worth the least in terms of points. They're worth 59 points. But of course, as we know, the Uplift product is an incredibly valuable product, even though it's only 59 points. Excuse me. So when you guys join Juice Plus, of course, when you sell some of these products, you get a certain amount of points, and those points accumulate over the month. And depending on how many points you have at the end of the month determines whether you can reach your next position or not. And when you're going for your position, when you're selling these products, your customer has the choice of paying for the product in full or paying in installments. Doesn't matter which option your customer chooses, you will receive the full points volume towards your promotion that month. I do also have here the Irish points volumes. So this is the points that all of the products are worth in Ireland. Again, premium capsules being worth the most at 306 points. And then I believe, again, similar to the UK, 30 energy discs, 66 points is what they're worth. I have a question, is this being recorded? Yes, I believe it is being recorded. If you want to request a copy of this recording, I'm not 100% sure where it's going to be saved. So I'm just going to pop the business development email address in the chat now, so that you can request a copy just in case, because I'm not 100% sure where it will be uploaded. It may just be that it's available at request, so that's why I've popped the email address. Oh, I think I've sent that privately. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that's all of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about with points. So next, I'm going to talk to you about the first 3 positions in our compensation plan and how many points you need to reach those positions. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to be going through both UK and Ireland. So in the UK, for Partner Plus, you need 825 points volume. So 825 points, and when you reach Partner Plus, you will receive a bonus of £80, which is a new addition to the compensation plan. Last year, if you were to hit the first promotion, you would not have received a bonus. So this is a really great incentive, really great for you to talk to potential teamies about, because obviously it's a $49.99 investment to join Juice Plus and to open a franchise. But if they reach their first position in their first month, then they will obviously receive £80 on top of their commissions. So they'll be receiving their sign up fee back in their first month, which is great. Please bear in mind that the 825 points that are required for this position are your own points. So they need to come from your own orders, your own customers. If you have started building a team at this point, then that's absolutely amazing, of course. But just bear in mind that for the first position of Partner Plus, that's a tongue twister, it is 825 points, your own volume. There's a question in the chat here. What happens if they don't get it in their first month? No problem at all. They try and start again the next month. You do not need to hit the first position the first month you sign up. You can hit it whenever you want, whether it takes 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, it doesn't matter. There is an example here on the screen as well, which shows that if someone was to place 4 premium capsule orders, that would give them enough points to reach their first position. Again, another example would be 6 complete shakes orders. They're worth 144 points each. If you were to sell 6 of them, that would give you enough points to reach the first position of Partner Plus. There's a question here in the chat. Do the points restart every month or do they carry on? The answer is that they restart every month. So you have 1 calendar month to achieve the requirements that you need. So again, if you haven't reached 825 points in the month of April, for example, you would start from 0 again on the 1st of May and try again the following month. And then of course, the Irish requirements. So for Partner Plus in Ireland, you need 1,000 points volume. So again, 1,000 points needs to be personal. So from your own orders, your own customers, you cannot take from your team at this point. And the bonus that you receive for this position is €100. And again, you could follow the same breakdown in terms of orders. So if someone was to place someone was to get 4 premium capsule orders in 1 month, they will receive the title and the bonus for Partner Plus. So the breakdown is the same. So just to repeat that, it's 1,000 points and your promotion bonus is €100. There's a question here, do I get the bonus if I reconfirm this position? There is no need to reconfirm Partner Plus. You just hit the position and get the bonus. You don't need to reconfirm this position. So there's no extra money for hitting Partner Plus. Okay. So the next position is Senior Partner in our compensation plan. Again, this is the UK requirements. I will be sharing the Irish requirements in a second. So for Senior Partner in the UK, you need 2,500 points volume in 1 calendar month. And you do still need your own 825 points volume. So out of that 2,500, at least 825 points need to be from your own orders, from your own customers. Now we do have, previously for Partner Plus, we said that you could not take from your team. However, for Senior Partner and onwards, you can take a maximum of 50% from your legs. So I'm going to explain to you what a leg rule is now. So obviously, a leg rule in Juice Plus terminology is not a body part, but it is actually what we use to describe how much you can take from your team. So when you recruit someone into your team, they become known as your front line or your direct downline. They have now formed what we call a leg. Anyone that they recruit into their team is part of that leg. So when we say that you can take 50% of the requirements from a leg, that means you can take 50% of the points from your direct downline and their team, okay? So with this in mind, 2,500 points is needed. So that means 1,250 points maximum can be taken from each leg. Okay, so I've got a question here. Once hitting Partner Plus for the rest of the month remaining, does your percentage go up straight away or does it start from next month? So when you hit Partner Plus, that is known as the month that you obviously have hit. Qualifying month is the terminology I'm trying to say. However, the pay rise, as you will, that you receive for hitting Partner Plus, so the additional 4% commission, won't take effect until the following month. So if you were to hit Partner Plus in April, you would get the 4% increase on your own orders starting from May. Someone's asked, how many deep can you take? Sorry, how much from each leg? So it's pretty much unlimited. So basically whatever the points is, the points total coming from that leg, you can take a maximum of 1,250. And then of course the exciting part, which is the bonuses. So for hitting Senior Partner, you receive a bonus of £100. And when you reconfirm Senior Partner, you receive £150. So that's £250 in total. And then of course, what we mean by reconfirming means that you need to hit all the requirements again in the following month. So again, as an example, if you were to reach Senior Partner in April, you would receive the title and the £100 bonus. And then you would need to do the requirements again the following month to receive that second half of the bonus, which is £150. If you miss your reconfirming month, so if you don't reach the requirements again, then you will need to restart the 2 months all over again. So obviously you've already received the first month bonus, but you will need to do month 1 again in order to unlock the second month bonus. So 2 months in a row gives you the second month bonus. What if I didn't get my points this month for Senior Partner? Will I still be able to use it for next month? No. So as we've mentioned before, your points refresh every month. So if you don't reach Senior Partner this month, then that's fine. Of course, you can try again next month, but just bear in mind that your points do go back to 0. So you need to start from scratch again. And then of course, for Ireland, for Senior Partner, the requirements are 3,000 points. And of course, what that means with the 50% leg rule is that you can take a maximum of 1,500 points from each of your legs. Your own 1,000 points volume is required. So out of that 3,000, at least 1,000 needs to come from your own orders, your own customers. And then again, for the bonuses, month 1, it's €100. So when you reach Senior Partner, you receive a bonus of €100. And then when you reconfirm your position the following month, you receive €200. So that's €300 bonus in total for Senior Partner. Okay, and of course, guys, if you still have questions, I know you guys are already popping them in the chat, but please don't be shy. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have. So the third position we're going to be talking about today, and it's the last position that we use that is in the compensation plan that's calculated using points. For more information on the other positions which are calculated using Payline, then you can obviously join our compensation plan training for advanced next month, which we will be sharing on all of the groups, so don't worry. You will find out more information about that. But for today, SC is the last position we're going to be talking about. So in the UK, for this position, you need 5,000 points volume. And with the 50% leg rule, that means that a maximum of 2,500 points can be taken maximum from each leg. You also still need to have your own 825 points volume. So out of that 5,000, at least 825 needs to come from your own orders and your own points, your own customers. There are some additional requirements for SC. So the first additional requirement is that you need to have a Partner Plus within your downline. They can be partner plus or above. So it could be a partner plus, it could be a senior partner. As long as they are at least the position of partner plus, that counts. And you also need to hit something called your PB, also known as performance bonus, which we will be going through later on in the presentation. So your own PB target is 1250. So you need to hit this in order to reach SC. So if you manage to hit all of these requirements in 1 calendar month, then we can promote you to sales coordinator. And for month 1, for reaching this position, we give you a bonus of £250. And then, of course, month 2, when you reconfirm, there is a bonus of £500. So that's £750 in total over 2 months. And again, the same rules apply as with senior partner, which is that if you miss your 2nd month, you can always restart and try to do the 2 months in a row again. There's a few questions in the chat. Can these positions be reached cumulatively? No, the answer is no. The cumulative routes of promotion were removed from our compensation plan in January for senior partner and SC, and for partner plus as well. So you can no longer reach these positions cumulatively. You have to reach the requirements in 1 calendar month. However, as you can probably see, if you were here last year, you will know that the requirements for senior partner and SC have actually been lowered. So it is easier for you to reach these positions now. And then another question, so can I use my teamie's downlines points? Yes, as explained before, a leg is someone that you've brought into the business, so your direct downline and their team. So once, for SC, for example, once that leg has reached 2,500, so once your downline's team has reached 2,500, you will have maxed out on that leg. Oh, here we go, here's Ireland. So for Ireland, the requirements are 6,000 points. And with the 50% leg rule, that means you can take a maximum of 3,000 points. Again, the same additional requirements are needed. So you need to have a partner plus or above somewhere in your downline. You need to have achieved your own 1,000 points. So within that 6,000, at least 1,000 needs to come from your own orders. And again, with regards to PB, the target in Ireland is 2,000. So you need to have reached your PB target of 2,000. In terms of bonuses, of course, when you first reach sales coordinator, we give you a bonus of €300. And then when you reconfirm the following month, we will give you €600. So that's €900 in total spread over 2 months. We've got a question here. So if you reach your 1st month and receive the bonus but miss the 2nd month, what happens with the bonus? Does it get repaid? Do you not receive the 1st month the next time around? So you won't receive the 1st month again. So the only time you'll receive the month 1 bonus is when you hit the position. So when you hit senior partner, when you hit SC, that's when you receive the 1st month bonus. If you then miss the 2nd month, like I've said, you can restart the 2 months in a row again. You won't get the month 1 bonus again, but when you've done 2 months in a row of your position, you can still get the 2nd half of the bonus. So yeah, I hope that's clear. So you'll only ever receive the month 1 bonus. You'll only ever receive the bonuses once, basically. So month 1 you get given when you hit the position, and then month 2 you get given once you've reconfirmed the position 2 months in a row, whether that's immediately the month after you've hit that position or whether it's later down the line. Hope that's all clear. Okay. So as promised, I'm going to be talking to you guys about PB today. So what is PB? PB is a commission type that is paid out as a bonus to encourage partners to perform well. So essentially you have a target that you need to reach each month, and if you reach this target, we will give you an extra, you unlock an extra commission type basically. So what position do I need to be? So this performance bonus starts from the position of senior partner, okay? So from the position of senior partner, once you've hit this position, the following month, you will start accumulating PB volume. And what volume do I need to hit my PB? 1,250 in the UK and 2,000 in Ireland. That's the magic number that you need to reach each month. And who can help you achieve that volume? So think of your PB like a pot you're filling up every month. When you place an order, when your partners place orders, and when your partner pluses place orders, those orders, the volume from those orders all get added into your PB pot, okay? So your orders, people in your team that are partners and people in your team that are partner pluses, okay? So their orders all feed into your PB as well as your own. The reason why you cannot take from any senior partners in your team or above is because, of course, they're feeding into their own PB pot. So that's why it's really important if you've recruited someone into your team and they've now reached the position of senior partner, please bear in mind that their orders will no longer feed your PB pot, they will be feeding their own. So that's why it's really important that you are bringing in a new team every month, because as soon as your new teamies reach senior partner, they will no longer contribute towards your PB. So you need to be placing your own orders and also bringing in new partners every month in order to keep your PB pot filled up. And how do we accumulate that PB volume? So PB is actually slightly different from the way points work. So it's actually now dependent on how your customer pays for their product. So I have an example here on the screen of premium capsules. I'm going to use a UK example today, but it's exactly the same for Ireland. So premium capsules in the UK worth 216 points. If that order was paid in installments, then those 216 points are going to be added to your PB pot over 4 months. So what that means is a quarter of 216 is 54. So that's 54 points every month for 4 months. Okay, so every time your customer goes to pay for their installment for that product, you're going to receive a quarter of the points in your PB. And then, of course, if the customer decides to pay in full, then that 216 points will be added to your PB pot in the month the order is placed. And then, of course, as there are no upcoming payments for the customer, then you will receive, the order's already been added to your PB pot. There's no further points to be added for the upcoming months. So again, it really depends on how your customer pays as to or how your team's customer pays as to how it gets fed into your PB pot. And you guys can really easily keep track of your PB through your virtual office. So the first screenshot on the top left-hand corner is a screenshot of the homepage of your virtual office. Now, everyone's virtual office will look slightly different depending on what position you are. So please don't worry if you're looking at that screenshot now and you're thinking, that looks nothing like what my virtual office looks like. That's absolutely fine, because it depends on the position you are. So as you can see here on the dashboard, straight away when you log onto your VO, you can actually see what your PB volume is. So you can see there on the purple section, it says COM, PB, POB. There are 3 commission types. So the middle one saying PB is going to show you straight away what your PB volume is. But for more information, you want to click on the dashboard. So on that purple area, click anywhere. And once you've clicked anywhere, it will come up with a slightly more detailed section about your commissions. So here on the top right hand corner is a screenshot of what your dashboard looks like once you've clicked on that purple area, and you can see 3 dials there, 1 for commission volume, 1 for PB volume, and 1 for POB. POB will actually be covered in the Zoom call next month in our advanced compensation plan training, so don't worry about that now. So the PB volume in the middle is what we're focusing on. As you can see, there's a dial and then a number underneath it. So once you've hit your target, whether it's 1250 in the UK or 2000 in Ireland, that dial will fill up and you will see a green tick. So the green tick means great, you've hit it, you're qualified, and you're going to receive the PB commission. Underneath that dial, you can see there's a little bit of a breakdown. I know it's quite small, but underneath there it says excess, paid, and pending. So your excess volume is actually the volume that you may have carried over from the previous month. So let's say you are in Ireland and you need 2000 PB volume, but actually last month you did 2500. That extra 500 you can roll over to the following month, and it does this automatically. You don't need to inform anyone. That 500 will be automatically rolled over, and you can use that towards hitting PB in the next month. It's kind of like a little bit like a security blanket. Then you have your paid PB volume, which is the volume that you will see under the dial, and also the volume that has cleared this month. So any new orders that you've placed or any installments from previous months that have already gone through. So if you were to check your virtual office today, it would show you your volume between the 1st of April and the 20th of April. So that's your paid volume. And then the last section says pending. So your pending volume is for any installments that are due to come out between now and the end of the month. So any installments that are due to come out between now and the end of the month from your orders, or perhaps your partners or your partner pluses, are going to show, the volume is going to show in that pending section. So essentially you can actually log onto your virtual office at the beginning of the month and straight away see what pending volume you have for the rest of the month. And by doing that, you can then work out how much new volume you need to do this month in order to hit your PB. And then underneath those breakdowns, there is a button that says View Report. And if you click that, it will open the screenshot, a similar screenshot from what you can see here at the bottom. So the final screenshot, which shows a report here. Obviously, customers' names have been blanked out and changed, so it won't look exactly like this, but it will look similar. So this report is showing you a breakdown of all the orders that are contributing towards your paid PB volume. Okay, so you can see the order number, the PVC amount, which is the actual volume from that order that's going towards your PB, customer's name, and then of course also the first name and last name and ID number of the person that placed the order. And then, as you can see, just above that report, there is a little toggle that's a little purple, like a little purple toggle, and it says pending on the left and paid on the right. So at the moment, the toggle is pointed towards paid, but if you click on that purple toggle, it will change it to pending, and then it will show you a report of all of the orders that are pending. Okay, and then of course, obviously, hopefully, if those pending orders are cleared and paid, those installments are all paid, then they will move from your pending report to your paid report. I have a question here. What happens if you hit SC on your second month of senior partner? What bonus do you get? Okay, so stepping back from PB for a second and going back into points. So when you're reconfirming senior partner, you can hit SC in the same month and receive both bonuses, okay? So you can receive your second month senior partner bonus as well as your first month SC bonus in the same month, okay? So you can't hit SC in the same month as hitting SP, but you can reconfirm senior partner and go for SC in the same month and pick up both bonuses. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so now that you understand a little bit more about PB and how it works in terms of, so you don't actually necessarily yet understand how you get paid PB, but you understand hopefully you understand how you accumulate the PB each month, so how you hit your target. I'm now actually going to go through how you get paid. So I'm going to go through most of the commission types bar POB today. Sorry guys, I have to keep moving you guys and the chat so that I can see what's on the screen. There we go. So we have 10 different commission types in our compensation plan. The 4 at the bottom are the kind of base commissions. Then we have the PB commissions in the middle there, and then at the top, the POB. So 37% of every order is paid out in commissions, okay? So for every order that's placed through Juice Plus, 37% of that order is paid out in commissions, and that's actually spread out over those 10 commission types. So if you actually see the percentage next to the commission type, if you add that all up, it will add up to 37%. Each commission type can only be paid out once. So for every order that's placed through Juice Plus, only 10 commission types would be paid out on it. So you wouldn't have, for example, 2 people receiving the same commission type for the same order. And then to get paid out on the base commissions, which is the Partner Plus, Senior Partner and Sales Coordinator commission type, you do need to have your own 65 personal volume or 100 personal volume in Ireland. So 65 is for the UK and 100 is for Ireland. And you can, again, check that on your virtual office. So in the same place on the dashboard where we were just talking about PB commissions, there is a box that says COM. So COM is referring to the base commissions. So as long as you can see 65 or 100 written in there with a green tick, that means you've hit your your base commission requirement. Don't worry, most of you will be doing that regularly. It's very rare that no one hits that. As long as you're actively placing orders, then you will have hit that target. So I'm now going to go through how you get paid. So when you first join Juice Plus as a partner, you receive 10% on your own orders. That 10% is known as sales profit. And just to clarify, guys, it's the same for UK and Ireland. So what I'm about to go through now is the same for both UK and Ireland. So partner receives 10% on their own orders when they first join. When they reach Partner Plus, they receive 14% on their own orders. So you've got a 4% increase for reaching Partner Plus. When you reach Senior Partner, you get a 3% increase, which brings your total to 17% on your own orders. And then finally, once you reach Sales Coordinator, you receive an additional 3% commission, which is now totaling 20% on your own orders. And that is where that's where it stops. So even PMDs are receiving 20% on their own order. So once you reach QSSC and so on, it doesn't change. You will still receive 20% on your own orders. So how do you get paid on your team? So as well as the PB and the PEOB commission types, you do also receive these base commissions on your team, depending on what position you are and depending on what position your teamie is. So as you know, when you reach a certain position, obviously you unlock more commission. So as I've said, Partner Plus, you get an extra 4%, Senior Partner, an extra 3%, and Sales Coordinator, an extra 3%. However, if someone in your team is a lower position to you, then obviously they might not necessarily be entitled to those commission types, but you as their upline might be. So the way that you want to look at it is you want to look at what position you are and what position your teamie is to determine how you get paid. So I'll give you an example. Any of you here that is a Senior Partner, if you have a partner in your team that places an order, that partner is only entitled to sales profit. So that partner is going to receive 10% on his or her own order. However, you as a Senior Partner are entitled to sales profit, Partner Plus, and Senior Partner commission types. Now, you can't receive sales profit on your partner's order because obviously your partner's receiving that, but you can receive the Partner Plus and the Senior Partner commission type, which is the 4% Partner Plus and the 3% Senior Partner, which is 7% in total on your partner's order. So your partner's receiving 10% and you as a Senior Partner are receiving 7% on their order. Another way of looking at it is to work out the difference between what you are entitled to as a maximum and what your teamie is entitled to as a maximum. So as we can see here, as a Senior Partner, you're entitled to 17% on your own orders. And obviously your partner is entitled to 10% on their own orders. So when your partner places an order, you can work it out by doing 17 minus 10, which gives you 7%. Another example, say you are a Sales Coordinator and you have a Partner Plus in your team. The Partner Plus places an order. Now, of course, they're entitled to both sales profit and Partner Plus commission type. So they are receiving 14% on their order. However, they're not entitled to anything above Partner Plus, whereas you as a Sales Coordinator are. So you're entitled to Senior Partner and Sales Coordinator commissions, which is 3% for both. So that's totaling 6% in total. Or again, if you look at it the other way, so you're entitled to 20% as an SC and your Partner Plus is entitled to 14%. 20 minus 14 gives you 6%. So you're always working out the difference between what you are and what your teamie is. So I've got a question here. So I'm a Senior Partner. How much commission do I get on each order? I received a letter about unlocking 3%. So Joanne, you're going to be receiving 17% on your own orders now. So when you hit Senior Partner, your total on your own orders goes up to 17%. It's important for you guys to know that if you are the same position as one of your teamies, that you will not receive commission on of them. This is one thing that sometimes people are not aware of. So as an example, say you are a Partner Plus in the business and your teamie is also a Partner Plus. you are both entitled to the same commission, okay? So your Partner Plus is entitled to 14% on their own orders, but you as a Partner Plus are also only entitled to the same. So your Partner Plus has already earned the commission type. You are not entitled to anything above that, so you will not be earning any commission on their order, unfortunately. So you do need to be a position higher than your teamie at least to earn commission on their orders. There's a question here, how is your commission broken down in installments? So for example, the only commission type that you will receive upfront, regardless of how the customer pays, is that 10% sales profit. So the 10% sales profit commission type, doesn't matter whether your customer has paid in full or installments, you will receive the full 10% straight away in the month that the order's placed, and that's for new orders only, okay? So let's do premium capsules as an example. So in the UK, premium capsules are 216 points. So the 10% sales profit will be paid, £21.60 will be paid in full for a new customer to whoever's placed the order, okay? However, the other commission types, so the Partner Plus, Senior Partner, Sales Coordinator, and all those PB commissions and the POB commission type, it's paid to you dependent on how the customer placed their order. So if the customer placed their order by paying in full, then you're going to receive the full percentage straight away for the full amount in the month they place the order. Whereas, of course, if they paid in installments, then you'll receive the percentage of the installment amount that month. And then obviously the next month you'll receive the percentage, then the third month, and then finally the fourth month. So it does, the way that the commission is paid, it does depend on how the customer's placed, how the customer's paid for their order, apart from when it's new customers and it's that 10% sales profit. I know it's quite confusing. I don't know why for new customers you get that, but you do. Okay, so someone's asking here, if you are the same position with your frontline, say QSSC, can you receive commissions from her downlines? No. So if you are the same position as your downline, then of course the downline is the person that's going to earn commission on their team. However, that's only when it comes to base commissions. The PB commissions you can earn no matter what position you are. Obviously, you do need to be senior partner, of course, as we've discussed. But once you're senior partner, and as long as you're hitting your target of 1250 or 2000 each month, you can earn commission up to 5 PB generations deep. Okay, but just on the base commissions, if you are the same position as your downline, you will not receive commissions on them or their team. Just talking purely on those 4 base commissions. However, of course, that is why we do have the PB and the POB commission type. So let's talk about PB. So the best way to describe PB commissions is to look at the way it's paid basically is by searching through the uplines. So we've got a ladder and a few celebrities to help us out today. So first thing that you need to know is that PB commissions are paid on every order that's placed in Juice Plus that's placed by a Partner Plus or above, PB commissions will be paid out on it. So if you've got a partner in your team, please bear in mind that you won't earn PB commissions on them just yet. They need to be Partner Plus or above for you to earn commission off of PB commission off of them. So we have Beyonce here to help us explain today. So Beyonce is a Partner Plus in the business. She's decided to join Juice Plus and she's hit her first position of P+. She places an order, and now I'm going to show you exactly how the PB commissions is paid on that particular order. So again, we're searching through the uplines to pay. There's 5 PB commission types to pay out. So Beyonce's upline is Simon. He's an SC in the business and he has hit his PB target. Okay, so remember PB for the UK is 1250, PB for Ireland is 2000. So because Simon's hit his PB, he's going to earn the PB1 commission type, which gives him 2% on Beyonce's order. Now you're probably wondering, what does that blue and purple box mean? That's just signifying the base commissions he's earning on Beyonce's order. So he's getting the 3% senior partner commission and the 3% sales coordinator commission type, as well as the PB commission type. Okay, and then Simon's upline is Louis. Louis is a QNMD in the business and he has also hit his PB target. So that means he's going to be receiving the PB2 commission type on Beyonce's order, which is 3%. Let's continue to search through the uplines. So Louis' upline is Cameron. She's an SC in the business, but she did not hit her PB target. Okay, so because she did not hit her PB, can anyone tell me in the comments, is she going to receive commission on Beyonce's order? No. Perfect. Thank you, Joanne. Yep, got another no there. Amazing. So that's the correct answer. If you do not hit your PB, you will not be receiving PB commissions. So because Cameron did not hit her PB, she's getting knocked off the ladder. Cameron's upline is Robbie, and he's an SSC in the business, but unfortunately he also did not qualify his PB. He did not hit his target. So therefore Robbie is also going to be knocked off of this ladder. So actually we've seen two uplines in Beyonce's upline that should have received PB commission but didn't, purely because they did not hit their PB targets. But just because they did not receive this commission doesn't mean that those commissions are now lost. We will continue to search through the uplines to find people to pay the commission to. So Robbie's upline is Kelly. She's an IMD in the business and she is PB qualified. Finally, we found someone. So she's hit her PB, which means she's going to be the person that's going to receive PB3 commission type, which is 3% on Beyonce's order. Kelly's upline is Gerard. He is an NMD in the business and he's hit his PB. For you to receive the PB4 commission type, not only do you need to hit PB, but you also need to have 4 PB legs, okay? So 4 separate legs with at least one person from each leg hitting their PB. Gerard has hit both those requirements, so he is going to receive 3% on Beyonce's order. And then last but not least, we have Angelina Jolie. She's a PMD in the business. She has also hit her PB, which is obviously the first requirement, but for PB5, you do also need to be at least the position of QNMD to receive this commission type, and you need to have at least 5 PB legs. Angelina has hit all these requirements, so she's going to receive PB5, which gives her 3% on Beyonce's order. So that is how PBs 1 to 5 is paid out based on one order example. Now, this is exactly how, so say this is how these people were all paid on Beyonce's order last month. This is exactly how these people will be paid on every order Beyonce placed last month. So this is how much commission they're earning. It's not just on the one order Beyonce placed, it's on every order Beyonce placed. And this is also how it would work for everyone in Simon's team that's directly downline to him that was a Partner Plus or above. So everyone in Simon Cowell's team that was a Partner Plus or above that's direct to him, this is how the commissions would have been paid out. So there is a lot of money that you can be earning when it comes to PB commissions, okay? It really, really, really is important that you guys hit your PB every month, because it can be a massive difference on your paycheck, especially as you start to rise through the ranks and you get to those higher positions. It can be the difference of hundreds and thousands, okay? I hope that's all been clear with the PB commissions. Before I move on to the last slide, is there any questions that you guys have about anything we've gone through today? Anything about the positions, anything about the commission types? No? Okay, brilliant. Please, if you do still think of a question, let me know. And then we have some useful tools that I want to share with you guys, going back to what I was mentioning earlier. So on the virtual office, you can find lots of amazing information, and most of that information can be found underneath the Basics tab. So when you log onto your virtual office, at the top, there's a few tabs at the top. One of them is called Basics. So if you click on that, and then that opens up a page with a few links. If you click the link Information about Product and Business, it will give you lots of information and tools. So in there is the new compensation plan ebook. So that's where the screenshot from the first slide was from, which shows you all the information about what the products are worth in terms of points, as well as their price lists, as well as all of the information and requirements for each position in our compensation plan, and all of the commission types. There are also 11 new videos on the Virtual Office which show a breakdown of how you can reach each position. So if you have someone in your team, or if you are someone that learns better by visually seeing how you can reach a certain position, then these videos will be really useful. So for example, there's a video that says how to get to P+, how to get to SP. So it will show you there is a professional actress that goes through all of the requirements for those positions. There's also an events calendar there, which obviously has been updated to 2020, but just bear in mind that obviously it's not necessarily going to be relevant right now, as we don't know what's going on this year with regards to events due to the coronavirus. But of course, that will be updated as soon as we have more information, and it's good for you guys to know that it will be there. We also have the EMEA fact sheets in this section on the Virtual Office. So EMEA is the area that we're in. So EMEA is all of Europe, Israel, and Dubai. So if you have any questions about any of the other countries, then you can actually go and check out this EMEA fact sheet. There is a page for every country, which shows sign-up fees for that country, social media accounts for that country, as well as contact information as well. Also on this section of the Virtual Office, there are product fact sheets, which detail every single product in our portfolio, showing exactly how to use them, ingredients, and also, of course, it is 100% compliant. And another useful part of this section is the new starters top 10 questions answered. So there is a document on there which shows the top 10 questions that a new starter might ask. And of course, the answers are on there as well. So if you have a new starter, it's a really great place to show them on the Virtual Office, because hopefully they might have a lot of questions, and hopefully that document will answer it for them. There's a question, is this recording being posted? This recording, I'm not sure if it's being posted, but you can request a copy of it. I'll put the business development email again in the chat. So if you email that email address, you can request the recording just in case it doesn't get posted anywhere. Another question, does your direct upline always need to be a position higher than you for them to earn from you? No. So for those base commissions that we were talking about, so the senior partner, the partner plus senior partner and sales coordinator commission types, yes, they will need to be at least one position higher than you. But once they, but if you are a senior partner or above, then you will earn PV commissions on your downline, regardless of whether your downline's a higher position to you or the same position to you. So it only affects those base commissions. Donna says, I need a compensation plan for Spain, but in English, where would I get that from? So if you go to the EMEA fact sheet, there is going to be a page for Spain on there, which will have contact information so that you can request that. However, the Irish compensation plan is the same. So if you actually were to change your globe to Ireland and then look at the compensation plan ebook for Ireland, it's not exactly the same. So I would still maybe reach out to the Spanish office, but the requirements for each position and the bonuses are the same because it's all euro. Should your orders show on the chart once you place them, or does it wait until the payment is received? Neve, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by the charts, if you want to clarify for me. Does your direct upline always need to be a position higher than you for them to earn from you? Sorry, I missed the answer. Okay, so as I said, no, your direct upline doesn't always need to be a position higher than you to earn from you. They only need to be a higher position than you to earn the base commissions. But for the PB commissions, it doesn't matter whether your downline is higher, lower, as long as you're entitled to PB commission, you'll earn commission on your downline. And then what do we need to ask for when requesting a recording of this call? So if you literally just say, hey, please can you send me a recording of the compensation plan training on Monday the 20th of April, then we'll be able to send that to you. Just checking that there isn't another slide. No, that is the end of the presentation. Of course, if you or your team are reaching any of the positions we've gone through today, then you can contact partner support or you can email them. Mel, you can request a recording by emailing the business development email address, which is in the chat. I'm going to put the email address in one more time for you guys. You can request the recording from there. Okay. Any other questions before we end? Okay, cool. So hopefully you guys have learned something today, and hopefully I have answered your questions and you guys all understand. Of course, if you do still have questions, you can always reach out to the partner support team who will be able to give you the answers, or of course, if you have a business development partner, which you should have, if you are an SC or above, then obviously you can reach out to them. If you're not sure who your business development partner is, then please ask your upline and they will be able to inform you, fingers crossed. If they don't know, then hopefully their upline's upline will know. So yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much for joining the call today. And I will hopefully see you very soon at our next convention. Hopefully, I don't know when that will be, whether it's this year or next year, but I will definitely see you online at the convention on the 2nd of May, the virtual convention. So yeah, have a great day, stay safe and take care. Bye.